What does this mean for you to have this night?
Oh, this is huge for me. I've dreamt about this day for so long, and now it's actually here. But it's not only about me, it's about the people that helped me along my journey, and they were a huge reason why I was able to achieve the things I achieved while I was here at the university.
You ever think this time would come?
There was a time where I didn't, but after working, hours and hours of time behind the scenes with Dr. Byrne. I keep calling him Dr. Byrne. With Greg Byrne and Lehman Benson, a couple other people behind the scenes. They were, trying to move the process along. And, as the years went by, it didn't seem like it would happen. But when I started to pick up some steam, we started to get some letters going, all the support started coming in, it happened.
What was it like to get that diploma a few weeks ago in the mail?
Now that is just as big as this honor today. Once I set out to come to the University of Arizona, I made my mother a promise. And 19 years later, I made good on that promise. So again, and that again wasn't all me. I had people like Jennifer Muse, who works with Cats Academics, that stayed on me. Even throughout my years in the NBA, she still made contact with me and made sure I was gaining enough credits to achieve graduation.
Jason, do you have a favorite memory as a Wildcat?
Yeah, I got tons of them. Hold on, first of all, we'll be here another 3 hours if we win in all of them. But probably my most memorable moment had to be in '97, winning the championship. That's just something that doesn't happen. And for us to do it for this school, for the group that we had, the guys that we had on that team, and to do it for Coach Olsen, it was truly amazing. It's one of those things that you'll never forget. It's something you'll take to your grave with you. And one thing that people can say about you is that you were a champion, and they can never take that away.
How did you go about making that decision to be the sixth man? Who helped you through that process, and why did you think that was right for that team?
Well, Coach Olsen made that process easy for me. When I came to U of A, he always talked about guys sacrificing for the betterment of the team. Now, I didn't know he was directly talking about me at the time, but it was a situation where, hey, we had a lot of talent. We had guys like Miles Simon, Mike Bibby, guys that started that were good. They were better than me at the time. So why would I start? To make our team much better, I felt like if I came off the bench, we'd be just as good. And so I did it, and it worked out.
Would have been able to talk to them?
I have not. I have not spoken.
Are you going to? And the message if you do?
Yeah, I probably will talk to them. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or maybe in the Pac-10 tournament or as they get closer before they go on their journey. But again, I had guys talk to us. Before we won that national championship game, I had two guys get on the bus, Steve Kerr and Sean Elliott. And I'll never forget that day. They got on the bus and they told us, their message was, nobody remembers second place. And I always thought about that. I was like, nah, they're going to remember us. We're going to win it all. And, them just getting on the bus meant a lot to us. And so if I can give them some type of motivation like that, that's what I'll try to do.
What have been your impressions of Nick Johnson?
He's great. He's a worker. He's everything what I thought he was coming out of this program. You've seen that he's well-schooled. He's even a better person. He's a great player, but he's a better person. And I think that's what all of the U of A men embody. Once you come here to the University of Arizona, you may have been a good person when you come, but when you leave, you are a great person. You're great in the community. You're great to your teammates, and it's what it's all about.
How many more years you have left?
I believe, hopefully, God willing, I can do 2 more years after this as a player. Then I'll step right into the coaching ranks.
Jason, what emotions do you expect to go through your blood when you see that 31 hanging up in McKale?
Well, I've already shed a couple tears with the alumni group upstairs, and so hopefully it won't be too emotional, but you never can tell. That's something that, I just recall being a freshman, walking in that gym, nobody in the arena, just me and Josh Pastner, and he'd be rebounding shots for me, and halfway throughout the drills I would look up and I would see the jerseys of Steve Kerr, Sean Elliott, and I would just look and say, man, you know what? One day my jersey's going to be up there, and today is that day.
Like yesterday, or did it seem a long time ago?
You know what? It seems a long time ago, but the only time that makes it feel like yesterday is when I get back with guys like A.J. Bramlett, when I talk to Mike Bibby, then it starts to feel like, oh, man, that was just yesterday, man. We were riding around in your BMW around campus, talking about how if we made it one day, what we would do. And so those are special times.
Did you really sleep in your uniform before that game?
I definitely did, and I know you guys are dying, but I keep getting asked, do I have the socks on? And you know I do. The socks are on. You know it.